Hello everyone, welcome to another stream. So, much like last week, we're doing a online social race with a few esports guys. So, not tap into the game, that will help. At the moment we've got Hypers, Veloce Hypers, who isn't technically esports at the moment, but will be. OMG, it's Joe, he's very, very fast. I'm not sure if he's esports. Not 100% on that. Yano Opmia, Simon Gang. Tino Nokarenen. I know you can't see this at the moment, and Josh Hidoru. Sorry if I've murdered all of your names, but most of those are esports guys, so some seriously quick guys. Hey Alex, hey Cheyenne, hey Jack, hey Ryan. Alex, sorry, I saw your comment. I also like your first name. I've done a bit of practice for this one. So last week I did it around Hungary, which I was going to say I hate it. I hate that track. Terrible, terrible track. This one's Silverstone, which I much, much prefer. And last time I only did about half an hour practice. This one, to be fair, I've probably only done an hour. But it's a lot more. Like, I'm a bit happy with the setup. Although it is still very much a time trial setup with a few tweaks, so we'll see how we get on. Hope for a bit of a better result though. My time trials time is still best part of a second off the esports guys, but that's, you know, full on sweat laps. I'm hoping that doesn't translate to a second lap in this race because, yeah, I mean, obviously they will spend hours and hours and hours sweating those laps and getting them perfect, which I haven't done. So I spent an hour. So hopefully that means that in race pace they're maybe, I don't know, half a second, no that's too much, 2-3 tenths a lap slower on average, and then I can be a lot closer to them. I mean, I'm still not going to beat them. There's absolutely no chance I'll beat any of them unless I have some severe issues, but we'll see what we can do. I feel more confident on this track. Did not enjoy Hungary, hate the track, knew I was always going to do bad in the race, just didn't like it. The webcam always looks a bit blurred, doesn't it? It annoys me. Just looks slightly blurred. It's not okay. Maybe if I come closer, that looks a bit less blurred. There you go, lovely. Anyway, hopefully we're starting at 8 PM, so another 10 minutes or so. I joined the session a bit early this time so I could get a racing point. I quite like driving the racing point. Just seeing if I recognise any of these other names. I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. So, as I mentioned, we got Tomek, who is Veloce Hypers, who almost certainly will be an esports driver. CRG Camille, I recognise that name, maybe that's from last week. OMG, it's Joe. I'm actually not sure who he is. Follow him on Twitter. I don't know, he's very fast. I'm not sure if that means he's an esports guy or what. I'm actually not too sure about that. Sorry, Joe. Yano Opmia, esports guy. Simon Vigang, esports guy. WG Plays TV, not sure about him. That's me. Tino Nokarinen, I'm guessing. If that's who I'm thinking it is, he's also esports. Josh Idowu, I think that's Veloce Surprise, who I think he's esports. If not, he should be. Very fast. Don't know him. Josh, presumably. Winnie. SHZ Zones. Jorge Albarola. Don't know who he is. MRL Cheng Get Owned. Justin, that racer. VSR Mr. Anchor. So I don't recognise some of those names. I'm sure you guys might recognise more than me. You're probably a bit more tuned into what's going on in the community at the moment than me. Why are streaming? I'm doing career mode in the Williams at Belgium on season 1. Oh, what, a proper driver career? So you're actually in a Williams rather than a my team. Can you shout me out, please? Yes, I can, Jack Stones. I mean, I read your comment. That's surely near enough. I do normally try and read people's names as well. I might just look up OMG It's Joe, because I definitely should know. Okay, so his bio on Twitter just says Carter Sim Racer. He's 16 years old. He tweeted today, I'm so bad at F1 2020, so take from that what you will. But yeah, he's really, really quick. Seriously quick. Hope you guys, if you've seen it, enjoyed my video that came out earlier today, One Lap Tyre Life. It's doing very well actually, the best of my recent videos, or one of the best of my recent videos, which I'm happy with. I'm struggling a little bit for views since my comeback, but that's what I get for going away in the first place. Just reading a few of the comments on it. So, what am I expecting from this race? Last week I hoped for a top 10 and ended up, what was that, like 15th, 14th or something? Quite a way outside of it, but I did do a 2-stop and everyone else did a 1-stop. This race is a 1-stop, I know that for sure. So hopefully that'll help us a bit. I think, again, top 10. Top 10's my target. I think there's some seriously quick guys in here. I'm going to be nowhere near the podium. Top 5 would be a dream. Top 5 we need a bit of luck, I think. Oh, let's hope it doesn't rain. I've just thought about it. Let's hope it doesn't rain. Am I the only one in the chat? Jack, there is a few other people watching. But we are just looking at a lobby at the moment, to be fair. There's not a lot to talk about. Not a lot going on. Hopefully the chat will pick up a little bit during the race when there's some stuff to talk about. Let's go through the rules then. So we got, obviously, Silverstone. We're doing a short qualifying, which would be an 18-minute qualifying. 50% race. Equal cars, of course. Safety cars on. Collisions are obviously on. Damage is on full. Weather is on dynamics. There's a very real chance we get some sort of rain. It is Britain after all. Park frame rules are on, so we can't change our setup after we leave the pits in quali. Corner cutting is on strict, which is surely everyone will have some sort of penalty towards the end. It's a very common thing. It's so easy to do. 3 track extensions and then you're immediately got a penalty. So I only had 1 penalty last time, which I was happy with, but we need to try and do the same this time, or less ideally. I'm going to go for no penalties because I think that could be key towards the end. 3 car setups. Ghosting is on, as in if someone spins they will ghost. Rules and flags are on, race starts are on manual. So pretty much as you expect. As I said, I've gone for the racing point this week. Obviously all assists off. Should I have a look through my trophy cabinet? I got any trophies? You not earned any trophies in this category? In the all category, that's depressing. How do you earn a trophy? I want a trophy. Anyway, let's have a look at our stats. So, online, 14 wins, 24 podiums out of 29 races. That's pretty good, isn't it? 24 in 20. I've raced 29 races, and in 24 of them I've been on the podium. 14 I've won. That's just a smidgen under half. 5 poles. Not much more interest in there, to be honest. Hope this lobby can get away more or less on time. Hey Marco, thanks for joining the stream again. Hope you have a bit of a better showing this time around. Let's open the group chat. Lots of chat. So last week we started like 10 minutes late. Hopefully that won't be the case tonight. But maybe we could start on time tonight. Maybe. I won't show you career in case you guys haven't caught up on my career mode, which is very likely. I did briefly show it there. I thought it might have been something else below it. I'm quite enjoying my career mode at the minute, my team. Unfortunately, not many other people are, but we're recreating the Benetton team, which is good fun. 2 Schumachers, the all Schumi career I've called it. Hopefully get top 3 with no penalties. I think no penalties is achievable. Top 3, we're going to need some weird freak conditions or lots of crashes. There's just too many esports guys. Tomek, he's going to be quicker than me, no doubt. OMG It's Joe will be quicker than me. Yarno will be quicker than me. Simon Vigang will be quicker than me. Tino, if he's the esports driver I think he is, will be quicker than me. Josh Hidoru, Blotch Spice, he'll probably almost certainly be quicker than me. I don't really know who anyone else is. But all of those guys I mentioned are either current esports, past esports, or future esports. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys that are esports. So that's why I'm saying top 10 is the target, because these guys are just absolute aliens. I mean, it helps they live and breathe the game. They just spend hours in time trial, and you know, there's also a lot of talent involved there, but I can't do it. I spent an hour in time trial today in preparation for this race, and I just don't enjoy it. It's just such a grind. Might join the race next after a bit of practice myself. Well, I want to do some more streams aren't just this. I mean, obviously I've done the same thing twice in a row here, but I do want to do some fixed setup stuff really, so it's not just all about how OP your setup is. So hopefully don't know how I'm going to go about it yet, but I will somehow figure out a way to do some fixed setup races. I'm not sure I want to do a league. I've been thinking about this a bit. I am tempted to join another league, but I think I more just want to just do sort of social races rather than committing to a full league, which I know realistically with the esports guys that are about now, I just won't be able to win it. Now, I don't need to win, but I also, if I'm racing at the, you know, outside the top 10, not sure I want to do that. I think I'd rather do some more casual social races regularly rather than like a dedicated league where I have to turn up and all this sort of stuff. I'm not decided on that yet, but that's my current feelings towards it all. Is Williams Esports driver Tino? Yep, thought so. You should try and get Brendan Lee and David Tanitza into the next one. I feel like Brendan Lee doesn't tend to join many things like this. He does a lot of streaming, doesn't he? He'll often do his own career mode and a little bit of hot lapping maybe, but he does some online sort of fun races, doesn't he? But very rarely like something like this. These guys do practice. They do practice for this. It's not just a, you know, a mess about race. Get that W, Gillen. If only, Tajesh. If only. I'd love it if I just snuck a win in front of esports guys. That'd be incredible. I mean, remember last race, don't know if you watched it last week, I was like 100th away from a fastest lap. 1/100th of a second. Something like that, or maybe it was 2. It was a ridiculously small amount of time that I was away from it, but we missed it. Right. Now, there should be someone in to stream it. Yep, here they go. Raggy and Horned Badger. So hopefully we can go. We've got 18 people in the minute. I think there's normally... I think it's smart Brendan doesn't show too much of his cards before the esports season starts. Yeah, that is true. Do you race on all three? Hey Del, do you race on all 3 platforms? What difference do you find? I actually don't know. Someone, I can't remember who it was. Someone recently made the move. It might have even Blotchy Surprise. It was someone made the move back to Xbox just to try a time trial and immediately put it fastest. There is differences though. I don't know exactly what the differences are. In fact, that would make a great video, wouldn't it? Not easy to do since I only own a PS4, not an Xbox One. I also don't have the game on PS4, but there is differences. I don't really know why there's differences, and the differences are very minor. It looks like we're going, which is good. But there is some minor differences between platforms. So if you try and compare a time trial time from one platform to another, it's just not a fair test. It might only be like 1/10 of a second, but if you look at the top time trial guys, or you know how quick someone is, you just can't. Even if it's only 1/10, it just means you can't compare it. Right. Anyway, enough chit chat. Do we want more softs in quali? Not really. No, we want more mediums. So, last time, the guys qualified on mediums. I might try it today, because that seemed quite beneficial. I might do my first lap on mediums, and see how I get on. What do you reckon? We've got JD as our right wheel engineer. So, lose my buttons. I'm going to load our setup. I'll go for my setup between the sessions if we've got a bit of time. Now, what do we do? Tyres. We've got 3 sets of softs, 1 set of mediums. Do I try out mediums? I mean, I've not got the pace, have I, realistically, to do that? I will give it a go. I will give it a go. I'm going to reduce my fuel. Wow, that's a lot of fuel. 2.6 should be okay with a bit of fuel saving. We are going to give it a go. We're going to give it a go on mediums. Let's see how we get on. I mean, the problem is it'll probably make us start like 15th or something silly. So we'll see. We'll see. Come on. Let's go. Whoa. We just got out ahead of the Ferrari. What was that all about? I just drove through him. Savage. Anyway. Right. Let's do this. Let's see what we can do. I don't know who this Ferrari is. CRG someone, you can go. Not bothered about queuing behind. Particularly, especially when there's a big old gap behind. The audio levels are all good. I don't think I've changed anything. It looks like my mic's a bit quieter for some reason. Not sure why that is. Okay, let's not do that. What's this guy doing? Is he okay? Wanted to let me through for whatever reason, even though I'm on mediums. Need to be a little bit careful of fuel. It's going to be quite marginal to get back to the pits, but that's okay. Probably I've got a little bit too little fuel on. Do some lifting and coasting. I've not actually done a quali lap on mediums because most of my practice has been time trial based, so this could be interesting. But let's see what we can do. Big old lifting coast, come on. So everyone's waiting quite a lot. Come on, this is so slow. You don't leave this much gap. Go. People leaving quite an excessive level of gap, I would say. Oh, not a good start to the lap. That's partly mediums, partly my setup. My setup can be a little bit oversteery. Right, we need to not bottle this lap. We need to get in this lap just to see what it does. We're definitely going to run out of fuel, but think about that in a minute. Bit of oversteer, it wasn't too bad. Someone was disqualified already. It's not good news for him. Little lift because I just a bit too cautious really. We've just done some race practice directly before this, so gonna have such little fuel. This guy's very slow. Get out of the way, please. Don't do it. Why are you doing it? Good man. A bit cautious there. I wanted to make sure I didn't get my lap disallowed at the end. We're gonna have no fuel. 6/10 off. Tell you what. I don't know who it is that's first at the minute. If it's a quick guy, 6/10 off of mediums is alright. I think this guy behind us is on a lap. Pretty sure we're going to run out of fuel. I'm pretty happy with that. That wasn't a bad lap. Considering that's my first one on quali lap on mediums. And then any quali practice on mediums. I know it was only 23.7. What was our best? Don't know at the moment. 25.4, so that's a bit more like it.
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is
already in 30. Pretty sure that's going to put us straight onto softs. Without even thinking about it. I think I could do with the tan just a smidge of fuel. Realistically, it's not going to make a difference to me. Just you know, it'll cost me half a tenth, which I will easily lose in just making a little mistake. So save me having to save this much is quite a lot. Actually, not too bad. Oversteer setup isn't like you, Alex, if I remember correctly. It is. Oh, I haven't actually practiced the pit in. Luckily, that video today was on Silverstone. It is. I just don't like games that are oversteery. If it's faster to slide, don't like it. I do like a setup that's slightly oversteery. Not that it's just drifting all the time, but it's just I prefer having a better front end than a rear end, basically. Anyway, we made it back without struggling too much for fuel, which is good. Torquay is watching, young man. Thanks, +1 guy. Managed to get a 22.998 round Australian and a Williams with 50 front brake bias and 50 diff. 50 front brake bias is definitely the way forward. Today is the first time I'm running 100% brake pressure as well. Right, so we're going to add a little 1 kilo of fuel because it's not going to make a difference to me. Not really. How much would that give us? Gives us half a lap of, yeah, maybe that'll be fine then. And we are definitely, almost certainly going to be going for soft tyres. Look how close that is at the top. So we're currently 1.7 off. Yeah, see, one of the slowest. We're not going to go mediums. Did anyone else go mediums? No one else has gone mediums. Well, that was okay. Little side to in on mediums. Going to go straight back out now though. On softs. Don't know what the delta is. I didn't check. Don't know if anyone caught what the difference was between mediums and soft. In fact, you're about to look right at the beginning. It's normally at least half a second, if not more like a second. You're more about sacrificing turning to get better mid-corner grip and exit. You set the car up for understeer. Well, this is obviously back in 2013. It's a very, very different game. It was all about rotation back then, really. It was quite an understeery game in general, wasn't it? 2 racing points, 13th and 14th, lovely. But he is on softs and I'm on mediums, so hopefully we'll be able to out-qualify our teammate. A bit of teammate rivalry going on with Josh F1. Gonna really take it easy on these tyres. Don't want any unnecessary wear. How do you feel about the ERS change this year? I love it. I really love it. I think they've nailed it this year. I don't think they can really improve it. I think it's spot on. There's some talk about people wanting no ERS option in the race, but that defeats the whole object of what they've done. They've done it so esports drivers aren't changing it 10, well, more than 10, 30 times a lap. I really like it. Really good. I love how quickly it is. The overtake uses up the battery. I do think sometimes the AI training of it could be a bit better. Sometimes it's quite hard to regain some fuel.
2 laps of fuel left.
Right. This guy behind me on a hot lap, don't know. No, he's going on a pit lane anyway. That felt a lot better on traction straight away. Could have done, we didn't leave a bit of a bigger gap. Right, let's see what we can do here. Already quite a bit up. Yeah, it feels so much better. 2 tenths up already. So that's 2 tenths in the first sector. A little bit more wheel spin than I'd like, but still 4 tenths up. That corner is a little bit dodgy in my setup. To be fair, Marco, it's not an oversteery setup per se. It just lacks a bit of traction. That's because it's a time trial setup. That was pretty good through there. Purple apparently in the middle sector, but it was telling us this before and it wasn't. Cautious again through there, could take a bit more speed. A little bit deep. Still a lot of time, over 8 tenths. Plus that's top 10. We'd love a top 10. Looks like no one's going for the alternative strategies today. Every single driver's out on soft tyres. Whereas last time, I think we qualified 8th, but there were some drivers on mediums, so that was a bit skewed. But that's a genuine top 10 at the moment. Don't know if everyone's set a lap yet or what, but there's a little bit more in the tank. That was a pretty good lap, but it was far from a perfect lap. There's probably a, on a well, it's impossible to say on a perfect time, but just pushing a bit harder, I can probably get a fair bit more time. There you go. Yano is indeed a second quicker than us. It's absolutely ridiculous. I honestly don't know where the time is. I mean, obviously, I've not actually studied their footage, but I just looking at the time, I felt like I'm really ragging it in time trial with the same setup as them, and then they're still like 9/10 quicker than me, and I'm like, where is that time? Only 26 viewers. Well, is what it is. Quite a lot of subs on my channel are inactive at the moment. Just got to build some momentum with the channel. We're getting there. Hopefully today's video will be one of the first bigger ones that will go, have quite a few views. Oh my god, that was far too close to speeding. I wanted to test the pit entry, but that was a bit too marginal, wasn't it? Anyway. Top 10. I will absolutely take a top 10 in this lobby. I think there's probably 18 guys at the moment. Played F1 at 2013 yesterday. The only oversteer that exists is on traction. Yeah, that's right. So it's all about just getting rotated through the corner. Pretty much all the setups were about that. Quinton saying I'm fast, but the pros are even faster. That impresses me a lot. I know, it's absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, maybe you guys see my driving and think, yeah, missed a bit here, missed a bit there, and my driving is not perfect, but a second, 3/10 in the first sector, 3/10 in the first sector, 4/10 in the middle sector, 3/10 in the last sector. So it's not like it's one corner that I'm just doing completely wrong and missing a trick. These guys are just insanely fast, and here's 2/10 up on everyone else. So Yano is a beast at the moment. Anyway, so where are we? We could get another position. Another 10th will give us 10th for second would give us 9th place. We're second off at the moment. Got 2 guys disqualified. I think one of those quit at least. 2 guys haven't set a time. So actually that's quite a genuine position that we're in there. I'm quite happy with that. I targeted top 10. We'll see if we can do a bit more in the race. The race has always been my stronger part of the weekend. Let's see. There's barely any tyre wear. Look, a brand new set gives us 7/100ths of a second. It's absolutely nothing. There's actually only half a second between soft and medium tyres in this track. Damn it, why can't it be more? So half a second between. That's what explains why we only gained 8/10, because that was also a better lap. It did feel like a better lap. And we gained, was it 8/10 or so? Something like that. Overspeed left. So I think these 2 guys at the bottom have actually left. Not 100% on that. Let's see how we compare to the guys around us. So this guy ahead, we were a bit quick in the first sector, bit slower in the second sector, bit slower in the third sector. We're also 10th actually in the third sector, so third sector perhaps a bit cautious. But we can push a bit now. I wanted to get that lap in as a bit of a banker, and now we can really push on this final lap. Not so worried about going off track. We can't really bottle it from here. We've set a reasonable lap. I am most certainly going to take that kilo of fuel out though. We don't need to get to the line after this lap. 3 minutes, that should be fine. Yeah, that should be fine. Sounds like a lot of other people are going out though. I don't really want to go out at the same time as everyone else again. Just end up slowing down right at the end. Just going to wait another 30 seconds or so for a few more guys to go out. But no, we're going to go now. Sort it out on track. Hello, Bold. Hello, Marinos. Quality, not quantity. Oh, on the viewers. Any tips to get faster in Genu? I mean, I lack technique because I just began to grind the F1 game type of games. That's quite handy. We've got quite a big gap behind us to drop back into. There's not really a golden bullet with these games anymore. There's not. It's just be quick. It's just all about grinding. It is just about practice. Practice, 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 practice. We're still in 10th. No one's out qualified us at the moment, but everyone's going to go for their final big old push laps. should be fine fuel. I'm going to go up to max to try and use a bit of fuel. Also don't really want to burn my tyres. Just doing fine for tyres. Burn a bit of fuel. We'll go back to lean on the last straight just to cool the engine a little bit. We don't want to have an overheated engine by the time we come to the end of our quali lap. Go right on to lean now. It won't show as overheating. No, in fact, it's still 20 degrees cooler than what it could be, but I just don't want to. You know, I don't need that extra quarter of a tenth. Right. Right, let's do it. Let's send it, see what we can do. Down to 11th.
Just 30 seconds left in the session.
Felt pretty good through there. Felt like I pushed harder, but we actually lost time. It's okay. We'll keep sending it, see what happens. Not far down. Oh, I tried to keep it clean on the X6. I knew I had some wheel spin last time and still messed it up. Now a 10th down. We've really got to send this to improve. Right, come on, let's do it. Find that 10th. There it is. There's the 10th. Now we just need to find another, maybe half a 10th. No, we're wide. No, disallowed. Bit messy through there anyway. Too wide, see. Potentially could have improved. I really sent it through there because I thought, why not? Well, 13th in the end. We actually lost 3 positions. We definitely had some more time in that, didn't we? There's probably another couple of tenths in that quite comfortably. Not comfortably, but we could definitely had a. We've had a 10th through one set of corners. We lost a 10th in another. Lost half a 10th in the first sector. So that's that 2.5 tenths straight away. We're definitely going to gain some in that final. So probably three tenths, maybe a bit more we had in our current state of practice, which would have put us 24.5. That would have put us somewhere around 11th. So we might have just squeezed into the top 10. Down in 15th for the minute. Everyone's really putting some quick times at the end here, unfortunately. Wow, we were top 10 for a little while. What's this guy doing? Is he going quicker? Possible to know at the moment. Oh, didn't mean that, sorry. I meant this. No, I don't think he's on a lap. He's coming into pits. 15th in the end. Wow. And realistically, towards the end of that lap, we were looking for maybe a 10th. So we'd have been no more than 14th with that 10th. That whole lap needs to be better. Thought I was going to be a bit higher up than that, to be honest. I was quite happy with my first lap. Wasn't my best lap, but it was not bad. Oh well. There we go. Now these guys in the pits, we have to wait for these guys to retire, unfortunately. Nice try, though. Thanks, Quentin. Safety car is on, Dell. So Marco's talking to Quinton about how to improve. Marco is definitely one to listen to. He's an AOI champion as well. If you ask me, it's watching others and learning from them and putting in the time yourself. 830 hours in F1 2013 at the time. That's mad, Marco. Yeah, to be fair, not everyone's like that. I wasn't like that. I'm not a studier, I'm a doer. So I will... These cars are very loud and annoying. So... Just, I mean, yeah, okay. I occasionally look at someone else's lap just to see if there's anything I'm missing, if my steering angle's wrong, braking point, all that sort of thing. If there's something obvious I'm missing, but I don't really study to the nearest, millimeter. That's just not me. I'm a doer. I just practice, tweak the setup, and get it right. Till I get it right. Can't believe we're 15th, man. I knew we weren't going to be in the top, but I thought we were going to at least be like maybe 12th. But we were close to it. Just a couple of tenths. This is close, look. This is very, very close. Between us and P9 is only 3 tenths. That's 6 positions, so it is close. We've definitely got a great shot of having a good battle here. Sneaking into the top 10 with some good race strategy. I forgot to check the weather for the race, unfortunately. There it is, P15. Needs to improve from that in the race. Won't be happy if I finish 15th. Want to be higher up on that, Silverstone. Hey Ricardo, so glad to have you back, Alex. I remember your last video when you did hang your gloves on the nail. Don't leave us again. I'm not planning to. I'm really enjoying YouTube at the minute. I'm actually full-time YouTuber at the moment, trying it out. The views haven't been good enough to sustain full-time YouTube life, but I've got about 2 months. Well, but probably about another month and a half now to see if I can make a go of full-time YouTubing. So we'll see. We'll see how it works out. But anyway, no rain, which is probably good. I'd rather race without rain, to be honest. We're going to take off a bit of fuel. We don't need that much fuel. Go down to 27 laps of fuel, I think. It's going to be a 1 stop, pitting on lap 11 or so. Let's see what we can do. Nice clean start. Remember, damage is on. It's going to be a nice clean start, and we'll see what we can do from there. Let's do it. Formation lap.
We're not seeing any technical issues coming off the practice start. Watch the RPM on the full start. We don't want to bog down.
Go ahead, he's on. Oh, they're all on mediums. Stupid. I forgot I could change because outside the top 10. Stupid. Never mind. We're on faster tyres than the cars around us. That could make for an interesting race. That was stupid of me, wasn't it? Didn't even think about it. Did not even think about it. Looks like pretty much everyone around me is on mediums. Certainly 2 ahead, 2 behind are.
No threat of rain for the time being. Conditions
Looks like the Red Bull ahead is. Looks like everyone that could go to mediums has gone to mediums. But I guess at least we're on alternative strategy, if nothing else. Ah, stupid of me. Just didn't even think about it. Didn't even think about it. Just thought we're locked in for the race, that's it. Maybe we should try and bet on Twitch as well next to YouTube, Alex. I hear they're good pay and that once you're partnered. Yeah, but it's all about, obviously, people have to pay you. So realistically, I mean, we've got 29 viewers now, which I'm actually really happy with. So enough people there to enjoy the stream and to have a bit of chat going. Chat's always the key thing with live streams, but you know, realistically, with that many people, not many of them would donate or, you know, subscribe on Twitch. So Twitch is only good if you have lots of viewers and you've got lots of people subscribing to you, which is very difficult to get to. Streaming for me is just a bit of an extra, bit of fun. It's not going to be my main sort of source of income. Need a few viral videos for that, hopefully. Good luck. Thanks, Del. Good luck in the race. Thanks, Marco. Chill, mate. You got this. Thank you. Hopefully. We'll see what we can do. Only man on softs, I believe, outside the top 10. Pretty much. So the last 3 apparently are. I'm not even sure they're in the race. Or if they are, they might just be AI cars. Not too sure. Anyway, let's hope we have a good launch, and we'll go from there. Uh-oh, that doesn't look good. No, we're okay. Bit too much boost on the start, really. Not bad, though. I'm happy with that. Good enough start. Oh no, that wasn't a warning somehow. Got past him up to P11. What a great start from P15. Take that every day of the week. Soft tyres working a treat. Don't give me... Ah, I already got a warning. Remember, 3 warnings are a penalty. You need to be careful of that. This Ferrari's gone way off.
Keep it up.
Ah! Into the top 10 already. I say already, like we're going to make loads of progress. We're not, but it's a good start. We're dropping the mediums runners. That's what we need to do with our medium tyres, our soft tyres. Perfect start, really, considering.
10 now. Keep it up.
Almost did what that Renault did. Got away with it. That's the best start I've had online in a while. In a competitive race. Holding it tight, trying to stay out of the dirty air. We are definitely slowing these guys ahead. See if we can cling on to them for as long as possible. That was nice. Not so much dirty air as last time. Oh, dirty air through there though. No! Okay, no more warnings till the end. Did this last time as well, in the dirty air, start of the race. Get a penalty. Sticking with these guys though. I did tell you that my racecraft tends to be better, or my race pace tends to be better than my quali pace relatively. Bit cautious on the power, just not confident enough on the power at the moment. Will this guy use overtake to get past me? Not at the moment. I'm just going to let him get past though, he is quicker. Oh, understeer. Dirty air combined with some serious fuel. Percent of fuel. Gonna get some DRS again though. Oh, come on! Out there, that's not giving me anything. Ah, did it again. He stayed on track because that was a nice move. Now the medium runners are right behind us. They're going to start to have better tyre life. I'm going to struggle to keep them behind. Just outside the top 10 now. So annoyed about the penalty, man. That's so early. Did the same thing in Hungary. Didn't learn, did I? It's stupid. Bit of a tighter line in the car ahead. Doing pretty good for ERS at the moment though. We have been using the overtake, but we've been conserving it enough. Penalty, man. So annoying. Can't believe we've got one here as well. It's just absolutely nothing gained through there. Still got a penalty. Stupid. Never mind. In a bit early. Struggling to stick with this, guys, but we are sticking with them at the moment. There's a bit of overtake. I want to make sure I do get that DRS. It's quite important. He's just on the edge of falling out of it. I think he's okay, but... Oh, a bit deep. Better line through that time. Didn't get DRS, guy ahead. That's going to also stick with him a bit better. P11. At least we're sticking with the cars ahead. Oh no. We just have to roll with that because we need to keep the DRS. Take the penalty because we had to keep the DRS. Quite important in this phase. Stick with them. That was a tactical one, that was. Using a bit too much DRS now to stick with him, but we are keeping DRS. I suspect we'll lose it this lap unless he makes a mistake. The inside curb. Oh, looked like he got some oversteer there, whether he did or not. I'm going to use a bit of ERS now just to try and get it again. Just a little bit on the exit to make sure he doesn't use it. Steal it from me. Should be okay. At the moment though, we're keeping the cars behind. Our tyre isn't too bad for now. Right, I'm pretty sure we're going to lose the DRS this lap. Don't think there's anything we can do about it. We'll try, but... which we're going to put us very much in the clutches of the car behind. We have still got a bit of ERS, but not a lot. Oh, that's... come on. Back off so much there, turned in a little bit late. Tyres are starting to wear a little bit as well. I'll look at the tyre in a second. Turned in a bit early there, getting some understeer. Yeah, past 25% wear now. Let him go, see if I can stick with him.
Okay, we've lost a position. That's us down a place.
I feel like a lot of the time I lose is on traction. Just not confident enough. I just need to build up a bit more confidence under traction. Oh no, it's not what we need. Guy behind isn't getting DRS, I don't believe. So much understeer. That corner goes on forever when you're in the dirty air. Do keeping the guy out of DRS, see if we can somehow pull away from him, create a bit of a gap for ourselves. Now a 4.5 second back to P15. Oh, it's turning in too early. Is that going to give us a penalty of the way? No, it's not. Still got away with that one. Sorry guys, this is quite intense at the moment. I can't really look at the chat for now. Oh, a bit wide, we're okay.
We're not going to be able to run in this engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over.
Still using Driving Force GT, I am indeed.
To mix too soon.
Oh. Can we? I'm going to use a bit of ERS to get some more DRS, I think, here. Oh, shift up too early. Use some more ERS. Give me the DRS. Using so much ERS. Oh, brake quite late. So did he. I think we missed it. He must have used ERS as well, I think, maybe to get it on the car ahead or maybe to keep me out of it. Not too sure. But pretty sure we did not get it. No, we did not. We used a lot of ERS doing that. That's a shame. That is a shame. Remember when Gillen was getting poles and wins on the Cody's League? Good times. Just thought you can overtake so much. Hopefully we can somewhat keep this guy at bay. He's have quite a similar pace to him. Oh, I had a little lift. I thought it was enough. Messy, man. We can't have 2 penalties. We're only a third of the way through this race. What are we on now? 36%. We're only pitting again. Lap 12, was it? 11. Drive Hound will be all over us any moment now. See if we can stick with him a little bit. Some guys are in the pits already. We might come into the pits then.
You'll be on the mediums.
A bit of Rich to try and keep him out of DRS. I think we are going to box this lap. Very early there for some reason.
Understood, stopping this lap.
Used a lot of fuel, but quite a competitive start to the race. Have to ease off it a little bit. Second half of the race. We've gained a little bit of ERS as well. Used it. We have used overtake, but we've definitely used it more sparingly. Ah! Oh my god, how I didn't get that then. Using the overtake, is he going to get it? No, he wasn't using the overtake. Amazed we didn't get a penalty then, that was very close.
No need to worry about tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Kept about DRS, we probably will be racing him towards the end. That's why I wanted to try and keep him out of DRS. Let's get own guys disconnected, I think. Fortunate for him. Don't really know how to brake. Not going to brake too late. Oh! There was no, normally there's like cones or something at the side, there was none of that. So I only noticed the line at the last second, pretty marginal, but we got it slowed down. Right, medium tyres. What can we do? Oh, I don't want to see anyone else pass you. Bring out the double-decker bus. We'll see, we'll see.
Exit now.
Right, we should now be able to undercut the guys who start on the mediums. So let's see what we can do. Underrated commentary right here. Thank you very much. Very kind words.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over to the track.
AI. Might some DRS though. Did I get some DRS? I don't know if I did or not. Whoa. Didn't he get some DRS? Right, we need to push now though, because the guys who are racing against 4 will be coming out very soon. Need to make good use of this undercut, while also saving a bit of fuel. Don't get a penalty, no. And the RS, we need some tools to defend with, because they are going to be quicker than us. So I'd imagine the delta will be less severe than it was just then, because we'll be on the same tyres. Our tyres are quite a lot more worn than then. Our tyres will only be a bit more worn than when we come out. Actually, no. What am I talking about? They'll be on softs, won't they? Oh, a bit wide. I have to change that again. '19th. Wow. I guess we were the only ones to start on softs towards the back. Once pitting. '18th.
Okay, gap ahead is
I think top 10 would be quite a big achievement at the moment. We'll see what we can do. No one's really had any big issues, have they? There's been no big crashes or anything. Whoa. Don't forget, we will be undercutting the guys ahead of us. So Surely we're quicker than them now. So we're now really just racing the guys that we were racing before. Racing the guys that start on the mediums. Which you never know, could result in a podium. Not a podium. Not going to result in a podium. Could result in a top 10. I wish I resulted in a podium. So much more grip. Using little bursts of rich and overtake at the beginning of the straight to help me accelerate more. What sort of lap times was I doing before the stint? Can I remember? Before I pitted. Oh, a bit deep, we're okay. Who's this guy ahead? Guy on softs. Don't know if it's AI or not, but he's not very quick. It's not an AI. Just read a comment that's talking about my handling review. It is considerably improved. The internet, the connection issues are a hell of a lot better than they were back in like 2013. To me, the only real issue now is lobby issues, where you get lobbies that are just broken, you have to quit out the whole game to fix them. It's very annoying. I'm not quite going to get DRS this lap, but I don't want to use any ERS to get to it. It's a lot more comfortable through there now, though, to not go off track. Shame we got those penalties already, but remember, one more cut or extension and we get a penalty. Someone retired. He's not behind us. Maybe that's a free position. Is he going to pit? He is. No DRS for us, unfortunately.
Yellow flag.
Good flag here. I think what's happening. Someone have a little spin. Don't know. A couple of positions there, though.
Okay, clear.
Some option runners, option starters. But I think they were a little way back. They were the guys that were sort of 5 seconds back, I expect. Maybe the guy had a little spin, maybe. Oh.
Gap to car in front is 4.1 seconds. They're on old mediums. The time last lap was a 1:38.0.
Right, we are going to be hunted down. 48.0, did you say? We are going to be hunted down towards the end of this race by the guys that are still out on the medium tyres. So this is going to get exciting towards the end. I'm happy with the setup, by the way. This setup's turned out really nice. It's very slightly sliding in certain circumstances. Oh, this guy's disconnected. Why can't you give us some free DRS? Damn you, guy. Luckily we can go straight through him, not an issue. But give us another free position, though. Which we like. Oh, turned a bit early there.
Good job, nice overtake.
Doing some nice solid laps now though, to try and come comfortably out ahead of the guys who are still out on the mediums. Our pace was very similar to theirs in quali. So we're pretty sure that we've successfully undercut them and then we're going to come out ahead of all of them. How can this AI still be in front? Depends what level you set them to. If you set them to 100 or 110, they're actually really hard to beat. But they're not on 110. Does he pit there, the car behind? I wonder. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Guys ahead. Is that who we were racing? Was it the CRG guy? No, it wasn't. It wasn't Ferraris we were racing, was it? Who was it we were racing? Was it a Red Bull? Oh, it was the Red Bull we just overtook, wasn't it? So the guys ahead, have they made their stop? Probably.
To teammate ahead
Oh, didn't mean that.
24.0 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in third. The time last lap was a 1 minute 28.
Nah, it's a penalty. No, it's not. Game's being very generous with us. Very generous with us.
The gap to the car ahead is 9.8 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 2 laps old.
Fresh mediums. Okay, so the guy has just come in.
1:27.9.
Pretty sure there'll still be guys out there that have not pitted yet. They'll be pitting very soon though. Our tyres are going to be a lot more on them, of course.
We're trailing our teammate by 24.6 seconds.
24 seconds our teammate. He started on mediums, I believe. Still, this race is looking better than the Hungary race, which is good. We've made some progress. Helps that we don't hate this track. Ten seconds in front, 10 seconds behind, but it will get spicier, I promise you. There's guys ahead that will be coming out on the soft tyres to go to the end of the race. And they'll be considerably faster than us towards the end. There we go. And that's my teammate coming in for the soft tyres. He was 25 seconds ahead actually, so could be quite close of him. Don't know how long the pit lane is on this track. Could be spicy. Quite slopey there. See who's in the pits. A few guys, 3 guys. We're getting all of those, but they're going to be very close behind us. We're not actually gaining that much with the undercut. A couple of seconds. They're going to be all over us in a matter of laps. Maybe their tyres will go off more than ours towards the end, but unlikely. There's only 10 laps, which is not far on it. Light fuel. Up to P11, still not quite our top 10. We need someone to retire ahead, but before that, we've got some serious defending to do to the car behind. 2.8 seconds down that straight. Let's see how much they gain through here. Bit of a weird line. 2.6, couple of tenths through there. Couple of tenths every corner. They'll be caught us in no time. BSC.
Virtual safety car. Reduce speed immediately and keep a positive delta.
Don't know why there's a VSC. Just keep an eye on the delta. It's important you don't exceed that, otherwise you do get a penalty.
Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until the green flag.
Come on.
VSC ending. Wait for green. Okay, the incident has been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed.
Wow, we lost a lot of time to the car behind there. I don't know if we got a penalty for that. We literally lost a second to him there somehow. That's too much time. Surely they've got a penalty. We're only half a second behind our delta. Wasn't a lot, unless it was just a more preferential time that they released for them, but that's quite a lot of time they just gained there. It's not what we needed at all. They're going to fly past us now, unfortunately. We needed a couple of laps for their tyre just to wear out just a little bit. But they're already pretty much within DRS. They've got quite a lot of fuel to play with, so we'll use that to our advantage as much as we can.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Use your overtake button.
Lots of DRS, lots of fuel. 10 laps to use it all in. They're going to fly past us. We'll do what we can, but there's not a lot we can do. We need to keep them behind for a couple of laps, but VSC, unfortunately, it's pretty much put paid to those chances. Used quite a lot of VRS here. Oh, great. Great. Don't hit us, don't hit us.
Focus. We need to stay on form.
That is annoying. That's really annoying. It was one of those really annoying half spins as well. You just had to wait for the car to stop. That is really annoying. We just clipped his front tyre there. Oh, that's so disappointing, man. Just clipped his front tyre. Or his, alpha tyre to his rear tyre. That was just enough. That used to happen a lot in the last game. For the most part, that doesn't happen so much in this game. I mean, it's a racing incident. I wasn't particularly trying to squeeze him wide. He wasn't particularly trying to squeeze me on the inside. Just happened. Just the physics more than anything. That's not what you see in real life, is it? If his rear tyre clips my front tyre, like we saw Hamilton and Albon, it's the guy on the outside that goes spinning. To be honest, that's the first time I've experienced that in this game. I've also not tested it and not tried to experience that. We deserved a better bet on that, didn't we? We've had a good race. Okay, we're not the quickest, but we still had a good race. We deserved a bit of a battle. He was going to fly on our outside there. I wasn't trying to dive off his inside. Well, actually, we're still side by side, weren't we, coming to the braking zone? So he was going around my outside. I wasn't trying to dive or do anything silly. He just went around my outside. We just clipped his back wheel. And the rest is history. That is deeply disappointing. 4 seconds to the car behind, just in that race. They need to re-engage a little bit. Try and beat him for 14th. Very sweaty. He's trying to set up some ERS in case he does catch us. I don't know. We'll ask our engineer in a moment how long he's been on those tyres. We should be pit around about the same time as us. Oh man,
2 seconds.
Got reverse Albon.
Their tyres are 5 laps old.
Yeah.
The time last lap was a 1 minute 28.6. They have a time penalty of 12.0. 3 seconds will be added to
I
their
forgot time
at the end of the
penalties.
race.
The cars ahead could have had massive time penalties. We could have had a great chance.
Okay, gap ahead is 5.0 seconds.
I want to ask. The car ahead's got big penalties. Could still have half a chance.
Gap to car in front is 5.0 seconds. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 20 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:28.0. They have a time penalty of 9.0.
9 seconds.
Will be added to their time at the end
And
of
then it
the
also
race.
says 3, so I don't know if that means 12. So you've got at least 9 seconds. See, we still have got a chance of beating him, but we actually had a great chance of beating quite a lot of those guys. As much as we've got one penalty, it is only one penalty. 3-second penalty we've got. 6 laps to go. This forehead's teeming with sweat. Side pod glitch. It's not really a side pod glitch anymore. It's kind of a front wheel glitch. When someone hits your front end, you go round and they're fine. But yeah, I guess it could be called a side pod glitch. It's 2020's version of the side pod glitch, isn't it, from 2013? Ah, that was close, unfortunate. Damn, just like Vettel incidents in 2018. Yeah. I forgot about penalties, man. So we've actually done a better job than most, even though we have got a penalty. Well, not I'd say than most. That's a complete guess. The 2 of the drivers we've done better than. We can stay within 9 seconds of the car ahead. No, sorry, 6 seconds, isn't it? Unless he does have 12 seconds. We'll ask the engineer again in a minute. Clarity.
The gap to the car ahead is 5.3 seconds. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 22 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 29.3. They have a time penalty of 9.0. 3 seconds will be added to their time.
So what does that
at the end
mean?
of the race.
They got a penalty of 9 seconds and 3 seconds will be added to their time at the end of the race. What does that mean? This guy didn't quite give us DRS, unfortunately. Again, we just missed out. So this is not going in our favour, is it? I reckon we have to keep the guy ahead within maybe 6. It might be 9. If it's 9, should be alright. He's not that much quicker than us. I actually listened to what his lap time was last lap.
Our gap to the car in front is
28.0 was his previous, I think.
They're on old softs. Their tyres are 24 laps old. The time last
Tyres
lap
aren't 24 laps old.
1:28.0. You're losing around 3/10 a lap.
See, 3/10 a lap.
Penalty of 9.0. 3 seconds will be added to their time at the end of the race.
3/10 is nowhere near enough to get 3 seconds. Let's use up a bit of this fuel. I think he said 24 laps sold that time, Marco. 24 lap old tyres on lap 21. The softs won't go that far. It's a weird glitch. Oh man. Maybe he's got some damage, he's not very quick.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
That's a real shame, man. 6 seconds to the car behind now, though, so we've had quite a good race. I'm actually happy with it. We haven't really put a foot wrong. Slight strategy mistake at the beginning, perhaps. But actually, would have given us a good chance.
Be careful, we think you're going to start losing some tyre grip around now.
30-ish% old. We also need to be careful not to get another penalty, of course. Josh ahead does have 12 seconds. If we get one more penalty, he's already ahead of us. One more track extend, and we have another penalty. Oh, I'm using the RS.
We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down.
Yeah, I think I'm quite happy with my performance, to be honest. Haven't got the pace, but we knew that before we even went racing. I'm quite consistent, which is good. Something I always very much was back in my league racing days. Consistent, very consistent. We actually went quicker than our best there. 28.1.
Okay, gap ahead is 6.5 seconds. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 28 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:27.8. We're dropping back by around 4/10 a lap. They have a time penalty of 9.0. 3 seconds will be added to their time at the end of the race.
Who knows what that means?
Gap to car in front is 6.8.
How much time do you reckon we lost in that spin? I reckon we lost about 5 seconds. So obviously the soft guys are 11 seconds ahead now. As I said, we would have had no real chance of keeping them behind. But if they've all got a huge amount of penalties, then maybe actually we need to re-engage. This guy is now suddenly going quite a bit quicker than us. Our teammate ahead. We need to keep him within 9 seconds, I reckon. If we keep him within 9 seconds, we beat him. He's got 2 seconds grace now. And in the meantime, we also need to not get a penalty. .1 at the moment. Ah, so scared then.
The gap to the car ahead is 7.2 seconds. They're on old softs. The time last lap was a 1:27.7. You're losing around 7/10 a lap.
What?
They have a time penalty of 9.0. 3 seconds will be added to their time at the end of the race.
7/10 that last lap, apparently. That's a lot of time. That is maybe enough. It's going to be very close. Let's push. She was behind us anyway, retiring. Oh, Marco's telling me about the penalty. Sorry, Marco.
Caution, caution.
There's a caution ahead. Nobody that matters. Although the guy ahead did lose a couple of tenths there. Sorry, Marco. Hopefully you've explained the penalties, so they make sense. I just missed out on DRS again by like half a second. AI have not been kind to me, have they, this race? Your 6 second minus his 9 means it's a +3 for him over the line. Have I got 6?
Our gap to the car in front is 7.
I've got 6. I think I've got 3 seconds, Marco. Did I only get 1 penalty? 3 seconds. And I'm on the verge of getting a second. Is that not? I didn't get another penalty. I think I've got 1 penalty. Let me know, guys. I thought I had 1 penalty. No, we're going to keep him within 9 seconds, just in case. I think I've got 1 3-second penalty, and the engineer keeps saying he's got 9, and then he also says 3 seconds. So I reckon that means he's got 12 seconds of penalties. So overall, he's got 9 seconds more than us, because we've got 3. That's what I think. Can I ask him again?
Ahead is 7.1 seconds. They're on old softs. Their tyres are more than 30 laps old.
More than 30 now.
The last lap was a 1 minute 28.2. You're dropping back by around 2 tenths each lap. They have a time penalty of 9.0. 3 seconds will be added to their time at the end of the race.
See, 9.0 and then 3 seconds will be added. Can we get a...
Okay, copy that.
Okay, cool. Can't ask what's going on with our penalties, not on that screen. I'll try another screen in a second. Should be fine to keep within 9 at least. Ah, no, nothing.
The time last lap was a 1:28.5.
No way to ask about penalties. 8 seconds. Make sure we do get this. Let's not lose a second in the final sector. We should be okay, surely. Very sweaty. Sweaty ear! Who has sweaty ears? No, so he was still 2.2 ahead, so he must have had 9 seconds. So why was he saying, or unless we had 6? Did we have 6 then? Let me catch up on chat now. Engineer's also saying that tyres are 20 laps old, 28 laps old, so can't trust him. True, in Jeff we don't trust. Thought it was just 1 penalty you had 2. I think he has 9 seconds though. Yeah, so it seems he, regardless there was a 6-second difference between us. Whether that means he had 9 or I had 6. But the engineer was definitely saying he's got 9 seconds of penalties and then just randomly going, and he's got 3 seconds of penalties. Like, so I assume you added them. I don't know why he was saying the second part. Let's see the line if he jumps in. Oh, that was a bit of a shame, wasn't it? Getting spun round in the middle of that race. Why are my ears sweating? Whose ears sweat? Right, let's have a look. Yeah, so we just did have the 1 penalty, but he did have 9 seconds. There you go, Marco. Nothing gets past me, see? You're talking about, what was it you said? Read after the race. It's hard to think about these things while racing. No, it's not. It's a 1 3-second penalty, but if we didn't get that 3 second, we would have beaten him. So that's the importance of not getting penalties. Car behind had 15 seconds penalties. So let's see what the cars ahead had. So this guy only had 3 seconds, this guy had a 6 seconds. So we wouldn't have beat them. Even if we didn't get spun, we would have beaten this Josh guy for sure, because we were only 2 seconds back from him in the end. We lost about 5, I reckon. In fact, let's have a little look at our lap times to see what we did lose. There we go, a 30... Eh? 34 and a 35. We didn't have 2 whoopsies, we had 1 whoopsie. Did we? I lost 3 seconds in the middle sector at some point. What's that? I don't remember that. Anyway, yeah, about 5 seconds. Apparently we lost 10 seconds because these 2 laps in the middle here, look, 34 and a 35 consecutively. I think that was the second. I've got no idea. Anyway, doesn't matter. Does not matter. 28.1 was our best. 26.3 was Jan Ortmir's best, and he had the same strategy as us, I believe. Yep, softs, he took them a lot longer than us. Well, 1 lap longer than us. And he did a 26.3 on mediums. I mean, that would have been with the help of some overtake button. But our gap was a 28.1. Oh, our lap was 20. So that's almost 2 seconds, but he did have overtake. That probably could be a second. But still, he's a lot quicker than us. Well, we started 15th, ended up 14th. So we did actually technically go forwards. But it should have been at least 13th, shouldn't it, without that little incident. And who knows, if we started on the mediums, maybe we could have had a better result than that. We actually went that far back in the end, look. Hopefully these penalties disappear. We were... Oh yeah, we were 46 seconds. And 10th place was 30 seconds back. So we need to be 16 seconds quicker across the race stint, which we were not. And he should have had +6 over the line compared to you. If you got within 6 seconds of him, you should have jumped in. That's right, yeah. Someone at Cody's had a stroke writing the script for the engineer. Yeah, exactly. Well, there we go, guys. Hope you enjoyed that race. I actually did enjoy that. Like I said, I feel like it was a good race. I feel like it was a good performance. Obviously, there's some pace to find there. We'll see. Maybe I'll grind it a bit more next time and see if I can find a bit more pace. But I would like to do a fixed setup one as well. Because, yeah, I mean, obviously with a... Am I tapped out? Yeah. Obviously with a setup, you know, half a second that could have been set up straight away. So I would like to do a fixed setup version. But as I said, I was actually happy with my race performance. I think we were very consistent. We had a great start. Wrong strategy again. Very unfortunate with the spin, of course, but I think realistically we always would have lost those positions. So we only probably really lost 1 position from the spin at the end. So still going to be in the top 10. That's just pace. You know, we were consistent with our pace. We didn't make any other mistakes. There was no like big spins or any other pit stop penalties or anything like that. It was just pace, basically. Consistency's there. I just need to make myself consistently faster over time. We'll see if we can get there. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed that stream. I'll just catch up and chat, make sure there's nothing he's responding to. No. Okay, cheers for joining the stream, guys. I saw 39 viewers at one point. I don't know if it quite reached 40, but that's definitely my busiest stream so far. So appreciate the support. Thank you all for joining. I really do appreciate it. I will do another stream at some point, maybe for 1 or 2 a week. So I realise it's better if I tell you a schedule and tell you when I'm next going to be live, but my life doesn't work like that at the moment. I am full-time, but I do also have other stuff to get on with in my life. So yeah, I'll be live again at some point. Go watch the video tonight if you haven't already. It's a 1 lap tyre life around the British Grand Prix, and I thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.